We'll be live any second now.
Okay. So it's I think we're live.
We are.
I think so. I envy the lighting on your face though.
We are.
I think we are live.
Yes, guys. So today Vani and I are going to review our decisions and life of 20 decisions and books of 2022.
Yeah.
How have you been, Vani? क्या चल रहा है?
I've been nice. How are you?
You have been nice. To people, to you.
I've been doing well.
Yeah.
I'm nice.
Do you want us to like appreciate the frame जो आपने नया setup किया है?
Yes. It took me half a day because I started doing it just 15 minutes ago.
You know how it will look better?
Yeah.
आप ये अभी आपने कौन सा वाला लगाया हुआ है, लाइक फिल्टर कौन सा लगा हुआ है? बेसिक पोर्ट्रेट या वो
Basic portrait. I don't use filters, Vaibhav. I'm very real.
एक बार वो हटाओ फिल्टर.
I don't like the thing with normal is I don't like the attention it gives along with me to my background. I want to be
But
this.
it's such a nice background. This is better.
Looks like a Zoom, वो ना like background.
वो थोड़ा लाइट का गेम आपका हमारे जैसा स्ट्रांग नहीं है ना.
What if I tried drawing the curtains? Do you think maybe like the yellows in my room will reflect better?
येलोज इन योर रूम. हाँ, वो हम बाद में कर लेंगे क्योंकि हमारे पास समय की कमी है. कोई ग्रुप में पोस्ट कर रहा है तो हम देख लेते हैं, नहीं तो वील.
Coming on चलचित्र soon. Sorry, it was very bad.
क्या बोला?
समय की कमी है, but समय is coming on चलचित्र soon.
Did you see the teaser?
I did. It's so it's something to learn for both of us. Or maybe avoid.
Yeah.
I just had one cup of coffee for anyone who's wondering.
तभी चलो गाइस काम की बात करते हैं.
I also appreciate the sun in Jaipur because Vaibhav की skin पे वो दिख रहा है.
मैं बाल कटा के और ऐसे. So I have understood the game to be a good creator is to always have like be frame ready. ये थोड़ा बियर बाइसेपिश साउंड कर रहा है. But the idea is that कि okay, you can shoot me, you want to shoot me, you can shoot me anytime. Yeah, I'm ready. But इस बार मैंने बाल बहुत ज्यादा छोटे करवा लिए. It's like almost.
These are छोटा.
Yeah. But having said that, yeah man, guys, एक लाइफ में बड़ी लेट रियलाइजेशन हो रही है मेरी. मैं लाइक वानी से तो बात ही नहीं करता, मैं आप लोगों को बताता हूँ. अब बुक अ मंथ विद वानी एक सीरीज है जो मैं कभी भी उस महीने की किताब नहीं पढ़ता, बट मैं जब पास्ट में जाके पढ़ता हूँ तो फक यार, ये तो बहुत अच्छी किताब है, सेलेक्ट करती है. सो दैट्स व्हाट्स हैपनिंग राइट नाउ. आई एम रीडिंग दिस बुक मॉस कैसे प्रोनाउंस करते हैं इसको? माउस. ग्रुप में किसी ने शेयर किया क्या?
I am just wondering. मैं वही चेक कर रही थी actually.
हाँ, वो अभी अवेलेबल नहीं है तो हमें ग्रुप्स में शेयर करना पड़ेगा.
Can you post a story on Insta as well?
मैं व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप्स पे ब्रॉडकास्ट कर सकता हूँ.
Okay, आप वो कर दो.
आप लाइक इंस्टा वाला देख लो.
I'll have to. I'm using my phone as the camera. Sad.
थंबनेल नहीं जाएगा लोगों के पास क्योंकि जब यहाँ से पोस्ट करते हैं ना. हाँ, मैं तारीफ कर रहा था बुक अ मंथ की.
Okay.
हाँ, आई वाज टेलिंग यू कि यार लाइक किताबें तो यार ठीक सही सेलेक्ट करते हो यार आप. मतलब
You'll realize it maybe in 3 years what you were missing out in 2022.
Yeah man, like mouse is such
Now
a great.
realizing what you missed out in 2021. So
Do you read the ABM books? Have you read like Mouse?
are you asking me?
Yeah.
There's a reason why it's not ABM with Vaibhav. Good
Nice
one.
one.
But
Nice.
very rude. Sorry.
Nice. तो चलिए खत्म करते हैं वो जैसे वो बोलते हैं ना रुको रुको फीचरिंग वैभव एंड वानी कर देते हैं रुको
What are we
फीचरिंग
doing? Let me kind of change the curtains.
चलचित्र an untimely live stream anyways we are here Nandan is saying Moss is a steel deal at like 399 currently. I'm currently reading this.
I drew the curtains. Do you see any difference?
Oh, it's better. Yeah, there are 30 people now watching us. Dude, I'm so excited about the match today.
Match?
F1 के अलावा भी होते हैं वानी दुनिया में बहुत सारी चीजें.
Ugly F1 is in Singapore.
You know, like Arpit had like bought the tickets, then he sold them to someone else. He's not going now. You know why?
Did he sell them on a higher price?
थोड़ा सा, but you know why he sold them? Because he's like अब नहीं जाना. He's like कहीं से भी चालू करे जीतेगा तो Verstappen ही. It's boring now.
Oh, I thought he is not going because then, like, yeah, Verstappen, he true. You never know, actually. But then, you know what? Like, I've also so there was this Australia Punjab ka match. No, Australia India ka match here in my city.
हाँ.
And I don't know, at least three of my friends called me that day. Do you want to go watch the match? And I was like, I mean, I could. And then I was planning to send you photos, but then I realized वहाँ पे तो इतने से लोग दिखते हैं. So I was like,
You were planning to send what? Who photos?
photos of the match to you that I'm watching it in person. And I was like, नहीं मुझे इस FOMO देने के चक्कर में अपना time बर्बाद नहीं करना. Not बर्बाद, but as in like I don't enjoy cricket so much. And then I was like, दिखते
वानी
तो
ने इतना like सोच लिया कि मैं वैभव को मैच देखने की फोटोज भेजती हूँ फिर ये भी डिसाइड कर लिया कि नहीं भेजती एंड देन उसको लगा नहीं मेरे को टाइम वेस्ट
because I was like दिखेंगे तो इतने से ना.
हाउ टू गेट अवे विद मर्डर
And then you know the same thing with F1.
yeah
So I was like, hey, it'll be so initially I was like, it'll be so much fun watching F1 live. Then I realized you're going to sit only in one corner and the cars are going to pass by you in a fraction of
ये
second.
पता है मेरे को भी यही लगता था बट वानी लाइक यू आपको लैप टाइम तो पता ही है सबका लैप टाइम 1 मिनट या 1 मिनट 20 सेकंड होता है सो एट एनी टाइम आपके सामने से मोस्टली गाड़ी जा ही रही होगी क्योंकि सबके बीच में टाइम डिफरेंस मोर देन लाइक
You want to watch the one that you want to watch, like top 1, 2, top 1, 5 जो होते हैं. Like obviously पीछे वाले भी are very nice with all due respect to everybody. But like most of the people I have been following are like
yeah
I'll get to watch them only
are
like
like not the first
so overall I'll get to watch them like for 1 full minute, right? Because 1 second massive fraction, but which is not even like worth it, I think. As
और
long
लोग बेसिकली ऐसे कॉर्नर्स पे बैठना पसंद करते हैं जहाँ एक्सीडेंट की चांसेस ज्यादा होती हैं
yeah.
yeah so this is us reviewing our decisions and life of 2022 so like I'll ask you this like how would you rate your 2022 ka decision making in regard to life and life choices
It was supposed to be a happy live stream. ये existentialism कहाँ से आ गया?
रुको 1 second
I've been making such terrible decisions and so far I can't differentiate between 2020 and 2022.
मतलब क्यों क्या गलतियां कर रहे हो मैं साथ साथ पोस्ट भी कर रहा हूँ
Not really. I think I've picked up some decent books and I've been finishing a lot of books. There are a couple of things which are missing in life. Sad. But I think I'm happy with the books I have read so far and the books I have in the pipeline next. Can you hear me well?
1 मिनट सॉरी
Should I be loud?
आप एक बार लाइक ऑडियंस से बात करो मेरे को 2 सेकंड दो हाँ
So this is life, guys, being ignored by Vaibhav. Not one of the finest experiences. Because Vaibhav pays attention even to, I don't know. I'm trying to think of something really bad to Indian cricket team. So that has a lot of followers. Anubhav is joining us from Bangladesh. Sorry, I was reading Bangalore. the Nandan, we're not wrapping up 2022 already, but like we're just doing a quick review of how we can try and turn things around in the next 3 months.
Yeah. So हाँ नहीं like अगर हमारा ये basically 3 quarter चले गए हैं अभी, right?
The
तो
worst decision of 2022 was to get layers in my hair because they are the most infuriating thing ever.
okay.
Because they just fall on your face like this. And people have been asking me for my ID ever since I've gotten a haircut.
ID?
You know how they ask you to prove that you're over 25? And I think it's because of the haircut.
Got it. अब मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ?
Do I look
अब मैं
16 now?
हाँ?
Do I look 16 now?
Yeah. रुको, अब मेरा सेटअप कंप्लीट हो गया. चलो अब बातें करते हैं. हाँ. So you are very pissed with the decisions you took in 2022. Like how do you like review your 2022? How much did you grow? ये किसने ऑन बजाया?
I think I've grown up fairly a lot. I've become a little more mature in life. I've become patient. I've become very patient in life. Has that taken me far? No. I think I've become slightly. I think I've started meeting people. I don't think I've grown in terms of my sense of humor hasn't grown, but I think I've come to meet like-minded people who find me very funny.
My God. मेरे को मेरे टाइप के लोग मिल गए जो मेरे जोक पे हंस लेते हैं. मैं खुश हूँ. 2022 में यही था.
जिंदगी मिल गई. What about you?
I am very very happy with the decision. So like हम जैसे offline बात करते हैं because of how what we have been doing in चलचित्र and like ये जो offline setup वगैरह है. So I think मेरा थोड़ा courage level बढ़ गया 2022 में. That is one big change which has happened. Like the things which would like spook me out, like oh shit उसने मेरे को ये कह दिया, अब क्या होगा. So even if it happens a lot, like I think थोड़ी सी thick हो गई है skin. And in terms of decision making also, in terms of like trying to taking self care also. So वो मेरे को एक बहुत अच्छा change लगा. और ये particularly तब से ही हुआ जब से like May onwards जो offline जब से अपन ने, क्योंकि I started showing up every day on the bad days also for work, कैसे माथा पच्ची रोज की. तो उस हिसाब से आई एम वेरी हैप्पी. प्लस लाइक अपना चलचित्र का लाइक आई एम रियली एंजॉयिंग द जर्नी. वी स्टार्टेड किताबी कैबिन्स in 2022. Yeah. So
I think I'm becoming like, you know, when they say in movies that she's becoming her own person, like
nice.
dramatically they say she's now becoming her own woman. I think I'm becoming like my
And
own.
I can also see that happening. मतलब because I would like to believe कि आपकी स्टोरी के मतलब एटलीस्ट 4-5 कैरेक्टर्स में तो हूँ मैं जिनके अराउंड स्टोरी चल रही है. So like first hand experience भी मेरा ये है कि मतलब I can like say guys झूठ नहीं बोल रही. मेरा बोलने का मतलब
like, you know, like I think I'm adulting finally. It's me turning 18. Still very young, but like I can see how I will be as an individual in years to come. I'm not yet emotionally 37. Emotionally, I've turned 18 finally, I think. Entering it. It was supposed to be.
how did this change happen?
I don't know. I just think the more you start understanding yourself and the more you start giving yourself the space and validation to be yourself, the more you become confident of your being. And I think I've started becoming more confident of who I am as an individual and of my emotions and how I feel. And it's just okay, I think.
Is this इसके सबसे बड़े 3 रीजन क्या है? फर्स्ट तो ऑब्वियसली मी, सेकंड थेरेपी. मतलब लाइक क्या है इसके सबसे बड़े रीजंस?
I think there comes a point in life, I because I'm 37 now, you realize you can't really go a long way when you're up against your own self. the thing that you can do best is just join hands with your nemesis and try to take down the world together. And I think I've been doing that. I mean,
ये तो बहुत अच्छी realization है.
yeah. And I think the more, obviously, there are things that I still hate about myself. Of course, there are things that I still haven't made peace with. But I think I'm giving myself the window to grow, the window to relax, not relax, but the window to just embrace who I am as an individual. And as soon as you embrace yourself, you start letting go of the insecurities you had. And you start realizing the things you need, the emotions you need, and the people you need in life. And I think that just makes you more sure of life and your steps.
So compared to 2021, how comfortable are you in your own skin? Like rate the Vaani, like being in Vaani's skin in
I can
2021.
fully crack the jokes that are in my head. Not fully, but like 50% of the jokes that I have in my head now make it to people and their ears, no matter what the response is.
But मैं थोड़ा बड़े level पे बात कर रहा हूँ. It's not just the validatory jokes I'm talking about.
Yeah, but mm, could you please repeat your question so I can frame it?
Basically, like rate the 2021 you in regard to how much you were being you, how much you were able to be yourself, and in 2020 how much would you be like ki, okay, I am like this close to being the real me in terms of ki the real you कि आप कितना करीब हो 2021 से 2022 में.
Right. Mm, I've grown at least by a good 20%. If like in 2021, until now, I have been, I used to observe people a lot in conversations before, and I would never speak my mind because I would just worry if, what I speak would sit well with them, or would they judge me for being um, dumb or not good enough to make a conversation. In 2022, I think I still observe, I still listen, but a part of me is still confident, like, hey, it's okay. Speak your mind. If they like it, good enough for them. If they don't, well, there is always room for improvement, and it's okay. Not everyone is going to
ये
accept your ideas.
ये
And
ये तब हुआ क्या जब आप एक मीटअप में गए और लोग आपका ऑटोग्राफ लेने आए
that made me very conscious.
थे? Yeah. No, but
That
this is
made me want to
nice.
find a new signature so that nobody copies mine.
Oh,
Nobody forges mine.
yeah. But यार ये तो बहुत अच्छी बात है. Like I'm glad कि you have been able to 20% तो अच्छा नंबर है उस हिसाब से, क्योंकि I'm assuming तो पहले भी आप एक certain नंबर पे ही होगे, 0 पे तो नहीं होगे.
I think I've realized now that I think putting a number against it is very won't be right for me because I don't know exactly kaisa growth hua, but there are days when I make decisions and I realize, or where I think like a year ago I would have consulted at least 10 people before doing that. And then I make those decisions like, hey, it's okay.
So basically you have also become more courageous.
True. Courage is one such thing. I think I've stopped caring about what people think about me.
यही तो गेम है बॉस.
Yeah, except my parents. That family pressure is always there. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. You narrator no, she was not kidding.
Yeah.
बातों बातों में सच बोल गई लड़की.
But yeah, I think I've become more confident in my shoes and stilettos and sneakers and whatever.
Got it.
What about you?
Yeah, like I said कि अभी छोटू चीजें थोड़ा कम बॉदर करती हैं इन द सेंस कि क्योंकि अभी वो है कि थोड़ा फोकस लेवल मेरे को तो ये समझ आ गया इट्स ऑल लाइक मेंटल एक्सरसाइजेस ओनली डू कि आपकी अगर लाइक ट्रेनिंग अच्छी चल रही है यू आर कंसिस्टेंट विद लाइक मेंटल स्ट्रेंथ ट्रेनिंग, जैसे हम कोर ट्रेनिंग करते हैं, हम कार्डियो करते हैं, हर चीज की ट्रेनिंग करते हैं, राइट? सो अगर आप लाइक मेंटल स्ट्रेंथ और लाइक टॉलरेंस लेवल बढ़ाने की भी ट्रेनिंग करते रहोगे, सो या इट्स इजी इन दैट सेंस. या रिमेम्बर लाइक इसका एक एनालॉजी हो गई कि जब पहले किसी को चलचित्र पे बुलाना होता था, राइट, बड़ी एंजाइटी होती थी मेरे को पहली गेस्ट एंजाइटी बहुत होती थी कि hey should I send another message, should I send another message, then we have had more than 100 150 like top level guests on the channel. तो फिर वहां पे मेरी गेस्ट एंजाइटी कम हो गई कि ठीक है आज नहीं रिप्लाई कर रहे तो हो जाएगा कभी ना कभी. सो ये चीजें मैं ना मैं उन बाकी जीरो से उन जगहों पे करने लग गया जहाँ मैं पहले नहीं कर पाता था कि ये वाला जो मॉडल है जो गेस्ट वाले में मैंने किया था. एंड नाउ बिकॉज ऑफ द विजडम व्हिच हैज कम फ्रॉम द होल गेस्ट वाला एक्सपीरियंस सो आई एम एबल टू रिड्यूस द एंजाइटी क्योंकि मेरे को पता है कि द क्लोजर आई विल कम टू being able to like take those decisions again. um, I wouldn't have to experience that. I don't necessarily need to experience that anxiety again. कि क्यों क्यों वो एंजाइटी क्योंकि जब आपको पता है कि दिस इज हाउ द गेम वर्क्स सो दैट वे इज लाइक बहुत मजा आ रहा है उस सेंस में मेरे को किसी की कोई बात है या ये वो है सो I get less overwhelmed with the things which may used to make me like get overwhelmed like 1 year back.
Yeah.
And I think that's something which और मेरे को सबसे बड़ा पता है उसका रीजन क्या लगता है मैंने मेरा ब्रेकफास्ट लॉक कर लिया. मैं रोज पिछले 4 महीने से सुबह उठ के चीज ऑमलेट खाता हूँ रोज.
I've started, that's the reason. So I once visited your place and I had that cheese omelette. And that is the reason why. So I don't know how to cook really well. Like, I'm not a
So
pro.
that has led to some good decisions in your life.
The only so like my flatmate is not home right now, right? And she knows how to cook. Like, she can feed herself the entire day. Me, I cook because it's a hobby. Like, I'm still learning. Like, हाँ ठीक है दिन में एक बार पेंटिंग करनी है तो संडे को एक बार पेंटिंग कर ली. That's my cooking thing. Now when she's not around, I usually order from out. I used to, and now I just have eggs. Fried egg, fried egg, fried egg. I had fried egg for dinner. I had fried egg for breakfast. Like the one that you make minus the cheese. And then I forgot to have lunch and I just realized it. But this is what I'm going to have after the stream. But like, and it's not, I don't get tired of fried eggs because of that recipe.
मेरे को वही है कि if you crack a egg related dish which you don't get bored of and which you then it like helps in energy levels a lot. Or
you remember we used to have this teacher in college who used to teach us social sciences.
Anil Shirawat.
Yeah. So he once took my lecture. He never like he was never one of the professors who taught me social sciences. There was always somebody else. But he took one lecture and he said this one thing which has stayed with me since then. He said, you never eat food for taste. The sooner you learn it and accept it, it's great. You only eat for nutrients and staying alive. So I do eat for taste now, but given a chance, like I'm okay with whatever comes my way as long as it's healthy. So I'm never tired of eggs.
This is reminding me of a slightly politically incorrect quote by Woody Allen. Like as where someone asked him, "Do you enjoy reading?" and he's like, "Hell no, but I need to read to survive. If I won't read, I won't survive in this universe." So and he's like, and that is something I related a lot to कि इसको है कि मेरे को पढ़ना है. He openly admits कि मेरे को पसंद नहीं है पढ़ना, but पढ़ना पड़ेगा. मेरे को किताबें पढ़नी पड़ेंगी. And like that, like really,
Movies now.
हाँ.
Should I do that with movies and TV shows?
एब्सोल्युटली वानी. एंड लाइक ये जो मैं खुद को ट्रेन कर रहा हूँ रिकमेंडेशन ऑफ द डे बनाने का रोज का उसका भी पर्पस यही है कि ये मैं टीवीएफ के इंटर्नशिप के टाइम पे बिस्सो सर ने भी बोला था कि लाइक या तो मतलब ट्राई एटलीस्ट वाचिंग वन मूवी अ डे और अ वन टीवी शो एपिसोड अ डे. मतलब एक 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 मतलब एक बार तो आपको मत्था टेक के आना चाहिए. जैसे आप बुक्स के लिए कर सकते हो कि मिनिमम 10 पेजेस पढ़ लिए या कुछ पढ़ लिया. So that like really helps. So और चलचित्र में भी यही हुआ था कि इतना कुछ इतना डिसिप्लिन की वजह से इतनी चीजें देख ली थी कि the first 1.5 year was supremely easy. Now because of like just knowing it कि okay how it is done, I am able to replicate it even when I am watching lesser content because now the storytelling element is also there. By the way, like people are in chat are saying Kitabi Rakshak is there. Hi everyone in the chat, like stream like कर दो guys. ये हमारा लाइक सेकंड चैनल है, तो अगर आप लाइक करोगे तो इस पे भी हमारी 100+ कॉन्करेंट व्यूअर्स आ जाएंगे, हमें भी मजा आएगा। आई डोंट नो अभी कितने लाइक्स हैं, बट लाइक प्लीज लाइक कर दीजिए। एंड अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल आर रेफरिंग टू यू एज किताबी रक्षक लेटली।
Which
और
you
वानी ऐसे दिखाने के लिए बैकग्राउंड में इनकी रक्षा कर, ये वो किताबें हैं जो मैं ऐसे कैद खानों से लाई हूँ जो धूल चाट रही थी।
some a couple of them are not more.
या
Couple of them.
बाकी बाकी तो मेरी ही किताबें धूल चाट रही हैं।
No, this is nice.
या एंड दैट्स देयर मैन, अनिल शेरावत।
He was a cool professor.
Yeah, I really befriended him when I was
You
in
did?
fourth year of college में हमने काफी बात like I used काफी chill करना चालू कर। He was in one of my videos. I did a
मुझे याद आ रहा था कुछ ऐसा कि I think I
six,
might. Yeah.
60 second conversations का एक एपिसोड अनिल शेरावत और तनु शर्मा का किया था मैंने।
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I've never. I think the only no, but neither of the two had taught me, and I really wanted to be in one of their classes at least.
या सो मतलब वो ये कि यू अंडरस्टैंड लाइक एट द एंड ऑफ द डे एवरीवन इज ह्यूमन, सबको ह्यूमन लेवल पे कनेक्ट चाहिए। सो आप एक तरीके से बात करोगे तो दे विल बी लाइक मच मोर देन हैप्पी टू engage with you. That is something which always happens. और yeah man, I'm just feeling very happy. मेरा बड़ा मन, so I want to basically hijack the Sundays on Kitabi cabins. एक तो मेरे को ये है,
Not happening. I showed up again. No, wait, but yeah,
नहीं मेरा मतलब the afternoons जैसे like with you and like without you in general I just like
really enjoy the morning streams and the afternoon streams.
yeah, एक तो लाइट देख रहे हो क्या आ रही है भाई के चेहरे पे। yeah,
Yeah.
so yeah, that's there कि संडे को बिकॉज आई फील लाइक मच मोर रिलैक्स्ड इन द सेंस कि वर्क रिलेटेड प्रेशर कुछ नहीं है, because I am having a holiday, work holiday also technically. Sunday को मैं थोड़ा काम कम करता हूँ and I'm very excited about I actually I have a friend coming over for the match tonight and he's a school friend.
Oh,
So yeah, so हम लोग मैच देखेंगे साथ में। So you know there's like India World Cup next month. uh
now I do.
yeah, and that's there man. Yeah.
Really? So I try reading the newspaper every day. I necessarily don't complete all of it, but I'm trying to get. So this reading newspaper at one point used to be like uh, a pocket of stillness for me because
Wow.
yesterday we had the call and you were like, what is it that I'm passionate about? And I made a small note because I was like, I really am passionate about making notes of random things.
Wow.
So one thing that I used to do until a couple of years ago was read the newspaper every day.
I saw you were making notes in today's call also,
Yeah.
the Godfather call.
Yeah. So I really like I love making random notes. Like
This is
so
a
I had
big thing, dude. Yeah, nice.
that were dedicated at one point to like I would take out newspaper clippings, I would underline in the newspaper with multicolored pens. Random thing, never went back to it, but then now I'm trying to go back to it. And I was very surprised. They've gone from having 1.5 to 2. Yeah. And I also am passionate about moisturizing.
Yeah.
So, and they've gone from making dedicating 1.5 pages to sports to like 3.5, 4 pages to sports.
Oh,
Like, oh my God, the audience has grown so much for sports.
Vani, you need to watch Naomi Osaka's मैंने अभी इंस्टा पे recommend की थी। नाओमी ओसाका वर्ल्ड की बेस्ट लाइक सिंगल्स में टेनिस प्लेयर है।
Yeah.
उसकी इतने मेंटल हेल्थ इश्यूज हुए थे अभी, बट लाइक हाउ शी स्टिल एट द टॉप।
Yeah.
एंड उसके ऊपर एक 3 पार्टर लाइक डॉक्यू सीरीज ऑन नेटफ्लिक्स, आई वॉच्ड इट। लाइक वो बहुत ऐसे ओवरवेलम वगैरह होने लग गई कि वो मैचेस जीत रही है, उसको एंजाइटी और ये वगैरह। एंड वो कभी कभी ऐसे अपना फोन लेके ऐसे सेल्फी मोड में निकल के लाइक ऐसे चीजें रेकमेंड करना लग जाती थी। ओ वी हैव अ सुपर चैट, इट्स सो नाइस टू सी सुपर चैट ऑन किताबी कैबिन्स।
Hey.
By chess time, some spiritual groups recommend not to watch movies as it leads to us to be in a somewhat fantasy world. What's your take on this? I'll come back to this chess time before after completing this, right? So yeah, Naomi Osaka, like a girl who just went to the big city. She is really good at something. So how she balanced the two things, and बहुत अच्छा है उस like अच्छी वो है. And she took a lot of inspiration from Kobe Bryant, जिनका हेलीकॉप्टर में एक्सीडेंट हो गया था. So it's yeah, these people, like if you, ये क्योंकि ये जो हम ट्रेनिंग की बात करते हैं ना कि यार खुद को ऐसे ट्रेन करना, इन्होंने इस लेवल पे लाइक क्रैक कर लिया है. जैसे नायोमी ओसाका का क्या हुआ था, शी स्टॉप, लाइक उसको इंटरव्यूज देने में बहुत एंजाइटी होने लग गई थी. उसने कहा मेरे को गेम खेलने दो ना. व्हाई डू यू वांट मी टू गिव इंटरव्यूज? सो शी आल्सो लाइक वंस रिलीज्ड अ स्टेटमेंट कि मैं अब इंटरव्यूज नहीं दूंगी.
I know, and she received a lot of.
हाँ, that this part is actually not in the documentary, but like जो भी parts हैं, like कि उसको अब एलन के शो पे जाना पड़ रहा है, वो मैच हारी है but she has to go to an एलन शो and she has to like talk there वगैरह, और फिर उसको टोक्यो जाना पड़ रहा है because once you become a brand तो वो सारे aspects भी cover किए कि how much of her life is also not under her control now.
Right. And this is something I really liked about the whole controversy, because then as a personality, like, because after some time you become in when we talk about influencers, we just think of Instagram influencers or YouTubers, etc. But if you think about it, the moment you kind of excel in something, there are a lot of people who look up to you.
Oh,
And no
definitely.
matter what you do, even if they spot you drinking from a Bisleri bottle, etc., you kind of influence a lot of people around you. And even if you do not want to, there's a certain sense of responsibility that you feel.
Yeah.
And then, how Naomi Osaka said that I don't want to give interviews, etc. It kind of affects your brand, because there are so many, everyone else will be doing it, and then you choosing not to do it will affect your brand in some way or the other.
It also enables your brand in a way that you are dictating how you want your brand to be.
And I think that was really it was very nice. I don't, I remember reading about it in the newspaper back then when it was happening, and I got very emotional because she was taking control of her life, and there was everyone giving her a hard time for doing, media especially giving her a hard time
हाँ.
for doing this.
और ये चीज डॉक्यूमेंट्री में भी बहुत अच्छे से दिखाई है. सो आप देखना इसको
Right.
कि कैसे वो ये सारी चीजें कवर की गई हैं. सो
Recommend.
या, सो नाओमी ओसाका की डॉक्यूमेंट्री आप देखिए. I'll quickly now come to some spiritual groups recommend not to watch movies at it leads to be in the fantasy world. What's your take on this? Hmm. Uh, एक तो so what I believe is like you have every right in the world to be in a fantasy world, and it's actually anyone who is pursuing arts is some at some level very disappointed by reality, right? Uh, there is this Ray Bradbury quote like, "I stay drunk on writing so that reality cannot destroy me," right? And like, who wants to like like bathe under the existing reality as it is? जब आपको भगवान ने एक ऐसा दिमाग दिया है जिसमें आप चीजें ट्वीक कर सकते हो. लाइक लेट्स से इफ आई एम गेटिंग बोर्ड विद वानी, मैं वानी के लाइक सर के ऊपर एक बिल्ली इमेजिन कर सकता हूँ, राइट? लाइक यू कैन डू एनीथिंग लाइक बिकॉज यू हैव अ फुली फंक्शनल लाइक माइंड. इफ यू आर एबल बॉडीड, इफ यू हैव अ फुली फंक्शनल माइंड, you need to not look at it as a bug. You need to look at it as a feature that आप जो चाहो वो सोच सकते हो, जो चाहो वो कर सकते हो. And like movies and like books are the biggest gateways to that, कि किसी इंसान ने एक पूरा का पूरा वर्ल्ड ही क्रिएट कर दिया. like for instance जो हमने किताबी रक्षक वाले वीडियो के साथ करने की कोशिश की थी, like someone who saves books, right? Like is that true? But no, but like is something जो हम करना चाहते थे, because एक हमारा एक idea है how we look at books, how Vani relates to books. So I would not recommend you to not watch movies. I would in fact recommend you to and a lot of people who get into non-fiction a lot, non-fiction documentaries a lot, उनको एक दिन realization होती है. There is a friend of mine, हम इतने भी अच्छे दोस्त नहीं है, बट मैं उनसे मिला था अभी. ही इज लाइक अ गुड बिग एंटरप्रेन्योर. उन लोगों को ये रियलाइजेशन हुई थी कि यार वो इतनी नॉन फिक्शन सेल्फ हेल्प बुक्स पढ़ रहे हैं कि वो he had started looking down upon like fantasy fiction, and then he got into fiction after a very long time, and then he's like, bro, I was so wrong. Fiction
I,
is,
did he also tweet about it?
yeah, he
I,
did.
I think, yeah.
So
I
fiction
was so
is,
happy that was one of the first. I don't usually like tweets. And
yeah.
then this is one of the first tweets I'd liked in a while.
So fiction is a very nice kind of escape. मानी मैं कुछ दिनों से ना एक वर्ड है उसका एंटोनिम ढूंढने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ, लाइक कि मेरे को बताओ, इट्स अ फीलिंग, बट मेरे को इसके लिए एक वर्ड चाहिए कि लेट्स से कि जैसे मैंने इस साल 3 बॉडी प्रॉब्लम पढ़ी, लाइक वी आर डिस्कसिंग द थिंग्स व्हिच अफेक्टेड अस, सो आई स्टिल हैव हैड द ग्रेटेस्ट इम्पैक्ट ऑफ दैट एंड अ शो कॉल्ड मिस्टर रोबोट दिस ईयर. सो 3 बॉडी प्रॉब्लम का अभी भी मैं हैंगओवर एक्सपीरियंस कर रहा हूँ, बट टेक्निकली इट्स नॉट अ हैंगओवर. आई एम स्टिल अंडर द influence of it, but in a good way. So what's an antonym of hangover, or what's a good word कि आप समझ रहे हो अ गुड हैंगओवर क्या होगा? किसी को चैट में भी पता है तो मेरे को ये बात बताओ. What's the right term for कि I'm still having the hangover of that, but hangover has a very negative connotation. I need a positive hangover connotation.
Uh,
Good problem to have.
yeah, Hangover.
So बताओ,
The
aftertaste,
it's a book.
yeah, yeah.
But
आई रियली वांट दिस वर्ड. मैं कल से बड़ा पर क्योंकि मैं ऐसा कुछ स्ट्रीम करना चाह रहा था और मेरे दिमाग में ये चीज चल रही थी कि अ गुड हैंगओवर, व्हाट वुड यू कॉल इट? कोई चैट में भी नहीं बता रहा यार.
I think everyone is thinking about it. And you know what? Because you said a good hangover of 3 body, I've realized I've discovered a lot of things this year which I am having a good hangover about. Or I've rediscovered a lot of things. Like I am going through a lot of hangovers at the moment and I have no
But
regrets.
the good ones.
Good hangovers, yes.
Tell me about these.
I think I rediscovered the velocity of being, and
Oh,
I've decided I'll read every time I go live, yes, at least on Kitabe Cabins. I will be reading one letter out of it at the end of the stream because it's just so. Sometimes it makes you want to cry.
hmm.
This noise. Because Punjab is known for bullets, and it's very annoying.
Yeah.
But yeah, velocity of being is one.
It's okay, Vaani. It's okay.
Yeah. Velocity of Being is one. Then I rediscovered the book Flights, which I had left at your place, which I had
Oh,
forgotten at your place, and you never made good use of it. But I've rediscovered the book, and it's really live and nice.
हाँ.
I mean, there are just so many things that I've started making notes again. Like I've dedicated this diary to note making. So like there are 3 sections. Then there is one section where I just write about things I want to do. Another section where I come across. So there are 3 sections. The first section is dedicated to Chalchitra and the meetings that we have and the pointers I take away. So I fare them in this diary. The second one is just random things that I learn or I like mental notes, which I make when I have the diary. The third one is like random things I read about. Like this one is about Gantt charts and project management. I just read one article, so like I just like random things here and there.
Hmm.
Going back to things, I think
Vaani, मैं एक और suggestion दूँ आपको. Since you are not able to keep up with the Notion thing, unlike me, but like आप क्या कर सकते हो? What
yeah.
I think I have started doing is, so I have started incorporating images on my Notion page now. So जैसे आप ये जो notes वगैरह बना रहे हो, so you just like post a
I
picture.
was watching this Gigi. Okay, don't judge me. I was watching this Vogue interview of Gigi Hadid. What's in my bag?
Why do you want to Gigi Hadid? Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but Gigi is also in Rami next season. Just correct me if I'm wrong. I
Nice.
think
I
so.
think she's very good looking. And I
I
think
don't find her good looking. मेरा वो थोड़ा Kendall Jenner zone है.
chubbiness like nice.
She's
Anyway,
not chubby, no?
she's a little on the face, I think. I don't know. Otherwise, she's very.
बेला हडीड और जीजी हडीड अलग अलग है क्या?
Both of them are sisters, Vaibhav.
ओ, तो पतली वाली कौन है?
Both of them are thin, but like the face-wise thin is Bella. The face-wise a little slightly chubby is Gigi. I don't know. But anyways, I was watching her interview and she confessed, like, so I've been feeling very guilty. If you look at my calendar, I am
I
not.
like बेला हडीड, मतलब मैं बेला हडीड था मेरे दिमाग में.
No, I like Gigi Hadid more. I'm
हाँ,
sorry.
sorry, continue please.
But I really like Gigi Hadid.
और बेला हडीड is in Rami, not Gigi Hadid.
Oh, sad. I don't like Bella Hadid at all.
नहीं, मेरे को मतलब I don't like.
We're not going to pick a fights over this. It's
हाँ,
okay. But in any case, so I was watching her interview and she was showing what's in her bag, etc. And she had a planner because apparently, so I was struggling a lot with Notion and my calendar. And then after that interview, I realized, okay, digitally keeping notes is just very not very happy for me, like happiness inducing for me. So like because I've always kept diaries. So Gigi Hadid told in that interview, like, hey, you know what? Once a month, I sit down with my manager and we fill my calendar with a piece of pen and paper in the diary. And this is that planner. And I was like, hey, it's normal. And she's also somebody who doesn't enjoy AirPods. She's still stuck on earphones. And I was like, that's so validating because I also like earphones. And then I was like, okay, cool, not bad.
very
We
nice.
need more people who speak their minds like this
This
because there
yeah,
are people like me who struggle with technology.
this is reminding me of Dua Lipa का एक किसी तो जिमी के उस पे लेट नाइट शो पे आई थी वो. I don't know the Fallon था या Kimmel था, but and she was saying कि she is the go-to person for recommendations in her circle. She is like कि अगर कोई कहीं जा रहा होता है ना, I am the person who gives the recommendations, and she's like she has recommendations for everything. और मैं तब से ये सोच रहा हूँ
We should get Dua Lipa on such a
दुआ लिपा को लाओ, क्योंकि वानी तुम उसको बात करते हो, देखो she like, so this also comes because we like talking about what we are passionate about now. Dua Lipa is exactly like this. You'll go crazy how much our synergies match.
Yeah, but you know, if you think about it, every time you hear someone talk passionately about something, and you just need a nice interviewer or interviewer who can bring out such things, and then you'll more artists you listen to, or the more. So, for example, if you introduced me to creativeindependent.com, right? And the more interviews you read of famous personalities who come there, you feel like, oh my god, this person belongs on Chalchitra Talks. The way they talk passionately about things. So Dua Lipa is one of them. Yes.
Dua Lipa, yeah, मतलब मेरे को लगता है दुआ लिपा इज इंटेलेक्चुअल कैंडल जेनर, क्योंकि उनके इंस्टाग्राम एस्थेटिक्स बिल्कुल सेम है, वो जैसे दोनों एक कैंडल जेनर एस्थेटिक्स में
No,
हो.
I was listening to a reel of Kendall Jenner talking to Jay Shetty, and I
जय
really
शेट्टी के साथ
liked
उसका
the
है.
reel.
डूड, लाइक केंडल जेनर को अंडर एस्टिमेट मत करना, बिकॉज उसका वो अभी जय शेट्टी के जो पॉडकास्ट पे आई है. एक तो मेरे को जय शेट्टी की शक्ल फोटोशॉप लगती है, कभी नोटिस किया है?
Yeah.
His face is photoshopped, like it doesn't look real. आंखें अलग रंग की है, बाकी सब इंडियन है, so it doesn't like match. So yeah, Kendall, like that. Kendall has worked a lot on finding herself and like how to not be affected by क्या कहते हैं, like the fame and everything. बट लाइक मेरे को लगता है दुआ लिपा उससे भी एक नॉच ऊपर है कि वो जाके परफॉर्म करती है. शी गिव्स द बेस्ट परफॉर्मेंस 4 लाख 5 लाख लोगों के सामने, एंड येट शी इज लाइक वेरी डाउन टू अर्थ, जो मेरी एक दूर से दुआ लिपा की नॉलेज है. मैं जानता नहीं हूँ दोनों को, दोनों मेरे फोन नहीं उठाती, बट या
Yeah.
Genius is saying Dua Lipa is also into hip hop. Wu-Tang Clan is her favorite. Nice. ये लोग बड़ा अच्छा लगता है जब इन लोगों को. अच्छा तेरे को भी पसंद है? अभी समंथा रुथ प्रभु पोस्टेड लाइक सोलोमन, देयर इज दिस डीजे, उसने उसका लाइक ओ अंटमा बजाया था, एंड सोलोमन इज समवन जो मेरे को भी बहुत पसंद है. लाइक हे डूड, स्मॉल वर्ल्ड.
Yeah.
So it's nice, dude. You're rediscovering how you like to do handwritten things. That's why I have so many colors. That's why I have a planner. That's why there is a board here. There is something downstairs. That's why I have pencil in every book I read. ये चीजें आइडेंटिफाई करना बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी होता है. And you know, I have this diary. I can't find it right now. तो मैंने आपको बताया था ना, मैं आजकल महीने में जितनी अनकंफर्टेबल चीजें कर रहा हूँ उनका नोट बनाता हूँ कि कैलेंडर पे कि मैंने कितनी बार कुछ आउट ऑफ द कंफर्ट जोन किया। फिर मैंने सोचा यार अब महीना चेंज हो गया, मेरा प्लानर तो वही है, तो अब मेरे ये जो स्टिकी नोट्स थे इनका क्या करूँ। देन व्हाट आई डिड वाज, मैंने मेरी एक डायरी है, आई थिंक यू गेव इट टू मी, बिल्कुल ऐसे वाइट ब्लैंक डायरी है, मतलब उस पे लाइंस नहीं है, उस पे मैंने, हाँ
मैं ही होंगी अगर वो ब्लैंक डायरी।
तो उस पे मैंने एक मंथ लिखा जुलाई, और वो मैंने सारे ऐसे पतले पतले स्टिकी नोट्स चिपका दिए उस पे। सो अब वो डायरी के अंदर चिपक गया, इट्स लाइक आर्काइव ऑफ माय अकम्प्लिशमेंट्स, कि मैंने 5 चीजें की जो मेरे आउट ऑफ कंफर्ट जोन थी इन द मंथ ऑफ अगस्त। नाउ आई एम लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड टू सितंबर,
नाइस।
कि वो अब मेरे को आई नो कि वो जब मेरे प्लानर से हटेंगी तो वो कचरे में नहीं जाएंगी, दे हैव अ होम।
Nice.
Yeah, Mr. Pink is also here. And yeah, man.
I was very happy when I realized, like, Mr. Pink. I think Mr. Pink has been coming on the channel ever since I've joined the channel. Like, unse pehle se honge wo bhi. But ever since we started doing live streams, initially I did not understand his name. Then my brother made me watch Reservoir Dogs, and I was like, "Oh, Mr. Pink!" And then his DP is also of Mr. Pink, and I was like, "Hmm." Took me a few
वो
months.
डायलॉग भी याद है जिसमें लाइक वो बंदा नाम दे रहा होता है, यू आर मिस्टर ब्राउन, यू आर why am I Mr. Pink because you are a faggot कुछ तो ऐसा, I'm really sorry, like वो एक ऐसा डायलॉग है उसमें, but like it's played by Steve Buscemi जो बहुत ही ग्रेट एक्टर और डायरेक्टर है and a writer, so yeah, it's great. So yeah, there are blank diaries I have a like a बाद, अच्छा ये टेरिबली टाइनी टेल्स ने हमें दी थी, ये भी है मेरे पास।
Right.
It's also everything blank is nice
I
and current।
the masks that terribly tiny reels had sent us.
हाँ,
I forgot to ask where. But yeah.
मेरे को मेरी बहुत सारी पुरानी फोटोज मिली, कैन यू सी दिस?
Nice. Doesn't look quite old. Hey,
या
I have like, give me 1 second.
अंटमा।
So I also keep like old photographs. I got this habit from my father. So I have my brothers and my photos from when we were kids. This is my most recent picture that I got clicked. Can you see it?
Oh, let's like hold both of us together.
How do I
या एक ऐसे पकड़ो जिससे कि ऐसे करो जैसे आप, अरे रुको नहीं ऐसे, हाँ पूरा फेस से के सामने ले आओ,
can you see me?
फेस के सामने ले आओ, नहीं तो फोकस में नहीं आएगी। यस गाइस, इस पार्ट का स्नैपशॉट लेके चलचित्र को इंस्टा पे टैग कर।
Then I also, so you want to see the first photo I ever, like I also have like I don't mean to brag and all, but I have the first photo that I ever, what do you call it? Like I have my first passport size photograph.
Sure. Oh,
Yeah.
crazy. Oh, I also have one जो मैंने कल इंस्टा पे Q&A कर रहा था मैं, तो डाली थी। This one. Did you see it?
Yeah, I saw this. Better than this. Feeling better than this.
Yeah.
This is from school.
वो फोकस पे नहीं आ रही। Oh, oh, dude, you look like a character from a Star One show जो cancel हो गया।
Yeah.
Oh, dude, ये वाली वापस दिखाना वाली तो बहुत crazy थी।
This one?
हाँ। Shakalaka boom boom. Rejected actors of Shakalaka boom boom.
Thanks. It doesn't make me feel any better about myself. But yeah.
Shakalaka boom boom.
This is a personal question, but do you have a wallet?
Yeah.
Do you keep photos in the wallet?
I have a photo of Dobby in my wallet.
Ah.
A passport size photo. Dobby का एक passport like वो हुआ था, photo shoot हुआ था.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I also have an equivalent. I keep Divyam's photos in my wallet.
Nice.
Yeah. Do you have the photo?
I don't know. I don't have my wallet right now. Yeah.
Can't believe I'm adjusting the things in my wallet right now.
So many people are in the chat. Jerry, Avni, Gaurav, hi everyone. हमें यार 100 concurrent कराने हैं like किताबी cabins के, and we have to make it the new normal. तो आप जल्दी से stream like कर दो, and let's take the number to like let's take it to 100 likes.
Yes.
है ना?
Yes.
वानी, आपको 30 मिनट में जाना नहीं था?
I'm enjoying this. Give me 10 more minutes, then I'll leave.
नहीं, अब हम साथ में एंड कर लेंगे जब भी एंड कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि मेरे
Can you
को
also talk about this book?
oh yes, HB asked and
I
must.
never sent you what I underlined.
You sent me the leadership one.
Yes, that was the one of the first few lines. Then there's this line that I really liked and it resonated with me about empathy. So it says, the article says that there are, in leaders, a good leader has 3 qualities. And one of them is that people should be able to trust you. So there is a trust triangle of sorts, which defines how much people will trust you. So it is something like this.
Okay.
So authenticity is on top. And then the top doesn't matter because it's an equilateral triangle. Authenticity is an angle. Empathy is another one. And then you have logic. Authenticity is how... Sorry?
नहीं, मैं repeat कर रहा था. Nice.
So authenticity implies how real you are to people around you. And empathy means that people believe you, that you will take care of them. And logic means that people know and trust your judgment. So, and then it goes on to explain how people who wobble in terms of being authentic, people who are not very good at empathy, and people who are not very good at logic can still be great leaders, and how to overcome those activities. So that's my dog. She agrees. She agrees with everything that we've said, I think. So in empathy, if people think you care more about yourselves than about others, they won't trust you enough to lead them. They often, so I kind of related to it a lot because I used to do this as a child. Empathy wobblers are common among people who are analytical and driven to learn. They often get impatient with those.
No empathy, Vaani. Where is your empathy?
They often get impatient with those who aren't similarly motivated or who take longer than they do to understand something. When we advise empathy, I don't think Siri is interested in this article. I don't know if you are. Should I?
I am. Continue.
Yeah, she's here.
Hey.
Do you want to? Yeah. Siri is a serial licker. But she's done with everyone, I think. Anyways, so we advise empathy wobblers to pay close attention to their behavior in group settings, particularly when other people have the floor. Consider what often happens in a meeting. When it kicks off, most people feel very engaged. But as soon as empathy wobblers understand the concepts under discussion and have contributed their ideas, they lose interest. And I think that happens to me. I don't know about you. Their engagement...
When do they lose interest?
Once they've shared their ideas and once they've understood everything that's happening. And now they think, yeah, ye to mujhe aata hai, ye to mujhe aata hai, ye to mujhe aata hai. They lose interest. Like, haan, theek hai, bol raha hai, let him complete.
ये आप कल की मीटिंग की बात कर रहे
हो? No.
आप बोल रहे let him come.
No, it's not like that. But their engagement plummets and remains low until the gathering mercifully comes to an end. Instead of paying attention, they often multitask, check their phones, engage in flamboyant displays of boredom, anything to make clear that this meeting is beneath them. I never do this, by the way.
मैं ये सोच रहा हूँ भाई कल क्या ज्यादा बोल दिया क्या मैं कि मेरे को पब्लिकली लेक्चर दिए.
No, I'm just saying that, this is what happens to them. Unfortunately, the cost of these indulgences is trust. If you signal that you matter more than everyone else, why should anyone trust the direction you're going in? What's in it for the rest of us to come along?
कोई बात नहीं guys. Yeah.
Yeah. Instead of focusing on what you need in that, so it just goes on to say like that. If you do nothing else to change your behavior, put away your phone more frequently, put it truly away, out of sight and out of your reach. And the same way they've talked about logic and authenticity. One interesting thing that I liked about the thing that they said about logic wobblers was learn the art of storytelling. Even if your logic is flawed, but if you learn the art of storytelling, people will start trusting you more. And I was like, hey, Rohit Shetty. Sorry.
So so तीनों में wobblers है. There are empathy wobblers, there are logic wobblers, and there are authenticity wobblers.
Yes. So now authenticity, a quick test is how different is your professional persona from the one that shows up around family and friends? And I was like,
कितना different है तुम्हारा?
Very. If there's a sharp difference, what are you getting in return for masking or minimizing certain parts of yourself? What's the payoff? How much is yours?
मेरे को तो लग रहा है मैं तीनों में ही perfect हूँ. ज़्यादा perfection नहीं हो गया.
See guys, this is an example
of just a wobbler in general. These are called serial wobblers, guys.
These are called serial wobblers. But yeah, this I think is a lovely book.
Nice.
And then this is actually this story started off with Uber, how Uber regained the trust of its employees because there was a lot of trust deficit. So I really like this book, and I think it's one of the recommendations that I think it's one of the best picks of 2022 for me. It's the definitive management ideas of the year from Harvard Business Review.
तो अभी जो आप इंस्टा वाले वीडियोस बना रहे हो उसमें ये भी कर रहे हो recommend? Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. I think हम rap भी कर सकते हैं stream because short and sweet अच्छा stream हो गया. Hey Siri. Siri? Siri?
Siri.
वो तुम्हें ही देखे जा रही है.
She licks a lot. She's a serial licker.
Yeah. So guys, this was nice.
Yeah. Staring at me.
कर लो नहीं आप ये कर लो पहले. आज क्या लगता है गाइस हमें चैट में बताइए आज इंडिया जीतेगा या ऑस्ट्रेलिया. आज लाइक फाइनल मैच है पूरी जो ट्राई सीरीज थी उसका. कल फिर सुबह 6:30 बजे हाउस ऑफ द ड्रैगन का नया एपिसोड आ रहा है. फिर कल मंडे है ना या हाँ तो कल नया एपिसोड आ रहा है हाउस ऑफ द ड्रैगन का. एंड Shiri is really enjoying the massage.
I think I've learned how to massage dogs. Nice. Because Dobby also comes to me only for massages.
Yeah. Dobby भौंकने लग गई एकदम से नीचे. Yeah. But नहीं, this is great and हमने कुछ लेवल पे आज डिस्कस किया our like decisions and books of 2022. And guys please स्ट्रीम खत्म हो रहा हो प्लीज हमें कमेंट्स में बताएं. एक तो हैशटैग गुड हैंगओवर यूज करना जब अगर वानी एक्चुअली वर्क करता है ये जो मैं हैशटैग दे रहा हूँ ना. आप बाद में देखते हो पेंसिल ओपी कितने लोगों ने लिखा था हमारे लास्ट लाइव स्ट्रीम में. सो द हैशटैग फॉर द डेज चैट में नहीं कमेंट्स में लिखें हैशटैग गुड हैंगओवर राइट. और जिन लोगों को पता है अ गुड हैंगओवर के लिए क्या एक वर्ड है इट्स लाइक कि मैंने कुछ बहुत अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस किया और मैं अभी भी उसी के ट्रिप में हूँ. Oh, it's a good trip.
Oh yeah, it's a good trip. I'm still in that trip. I don't want to come back from that trip.
Good trip. Good trip. Use hashtag good hangover. And कोई इसके लिए बहुत fancy सा कोई term मिले तो बताना. And we will end the stream now, guys. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to Kitabi Cabins. And Vaani is going to reveal the book for the month of October. बहुत अच्छी किताब है मेरे को पहले से ही पता है कौन सी है.
You sure?
And yeah, and do join for the discussion of Picture of Dorian Gray. It was the book for this month. One is like shit. I'm yet to complete. Yeah,
At least you know the book of the month, which is lovely.
yeah. And we'll see you guys soon.
Yeah.
टड़ा एंड जो लोग पूछ रहे समय रैना का एपिसोड कब आ रहा है वो इसी महीने आएगा हम लगे हुए हैं बहुत फास्ट फास्ट ठक ठक एडिट कर रहे हैं द एपिसोड विल कम दिस मंथ ओनली वील सी यू बाय
Bye. Siri says bye.
I'll end it.